Hello! Today I'm going to show you how I assemble a pocket organ. So this is web version 26. I have the cover 3D printed, 2 parts, including all the keys that we will break off. And what I've done is I've already done the marking as per the instructions in the instructable where you will find a link in the description. I have this small transparent cover for the screen, goes here. I have the PCB, so this one is off the factory, but I've also already flashed it, tested it. I've also soldered some of the components that are not soldered by the factory, including the display, the synthesizer, and And then I have the silicone pads that go underneath the keys and the screws for these 6 screws to close the cover. So the first thing is to take care of the keys. So we need to cut them off delicately without breaking the cover, and then clean up a little bit. And maybe some sandpaper. Okay, so now I'm going to clip those buttons in. To notice how the power button is a little shorter. I want to just add a little bit of tape. So they don't fall off, because that's a pain. Okay, now we need to assemble the keys. So what we want to do is, first we need to insert the silicone pads that will give us this nice squishy feeling on the keys. So you see that I have those little legs that you insert in the holes, and you can't push them all the way, but we can pull them from behind, and here we are. And then we need to, so G, take the keys one by one and clip them. Okay, here's a little bit extra plastic, supports from the prints. Clip them on those 2 little bits of plastic that stick out. So that's how they're made. Oh, wait. Oh, I forgot the most important. The magnets are this. Yep, magnets. So I just check the direction of the magnets. Yeah, it's this direction. So the magnets go like this. Oop. Yeah, that's the right direction. So the magnets will get close to those Hall effect sensors and will be detected. And this is what gives us the analog response input. But for that, they need to be there to keep them apart. We use this squishy silicone keycaps. So these silicone keycaps inside, they have this conductive pad, which we don't use at all. They just came with them. I clip my key in, and yes, I can really feel the knee points. I press down to a certain point. It feels nice. Feels like I actually feels like I pressed it down, but I can press it further. And this is what gives us this analog action. So all of the magnets, they need to be in the correct direction. They need to be like in this same direction that they get detected by the Hall effect sensor. If you put the magnet upside down, it's going to be detected by the Hall effect sensor, but it's going to be out of range when it goes through the up amp. And then it can be the signal can be read. So if you have an error, if you have a situation where you've assembled your instrument and you can't see when the keys get pressed, calibration doesn't work, check the direction. Oh, this one is too soft. Maybe I need to add a little bit of glue. Okay, now my keys are all seem to be working. Now I will need to cut off the silicone knobs. So you need to use a flat pliers with a flat side here, a flat surface, because you need to remove everything very parallel with your finger. When you pass over the cut nut here, you shouldn't feel like almost anything. Okay, so let's see how that fits. Since I have a problem here. It's not perfectly flat. So this will go away with the screws when we assemble the cover. So we can continue with the battery. So when you order your battery, you need to make very sure of the polarity. If you ordered wrong, you can still reverse them with a small tool. You can pull out one wire of the battery. Be careful not to short it. But the positive needs to go on that one and the negative on that one. If you plug your battery in the wrong direction, you're going to instantly fry your pocket organ. So there's a small warning here for that. Oh, somewhere. Yeah, here on the PCB. So just follow the color-coded instructions. Right, now we've got the battery in. We probably want to have the cable inside here to prevent pinching. Okay, the battery is supposed to go in this hole in the PCB, and we're going to use a little bit of tape to hold it there, otherwise it's always a mess when you assemble or disassemble the instrument. not super tight, just basically in the right place. So the tape is going to go well on the top, but it's not going to, on the bottom, but it's not going to go well on the top because you can't go over the components here. Let me just... Okay, so that's more or less it. You need to make sure that the cable here doesn't interface with
the keys.
Doesn't go around these holes, otherwise it's going to get pinched when you assemble this. Oh, this. Okay, next I'm going to so see, this is how it goes. The display goes on top of the battery. And when we assemble the cover, we just want to slide the display inside it and it fits normally perfectly. But we can't do that well now because it has this small little tab that's a film, a protective film to keep yourself from having fingerprints on your instrument. So what I'm going to do is first then I remove the protector on the OLED display. And I close my instrument. We'll see after turning it on whether it worked or not. And then just insert the 6 screws . Good, and then there's one more part that I'm missing. It's those little silicone pads that go underneath. So we have a nice feeling when we put the instrument down on the table. And here we go. Pocket organ. Oh no, I have a cat hair inside here. Yes, it's working.